This is Rob Benchley, permitted to confirm that all members of the Sconset Advisory Board sit on the agenda are here and can hear me. When I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. And we'll start right in. Mary Lathrop will? No, I don't see Mary. Angus McLeod.
Here.
Thank you. Clement Durkees.
Here.
And Rob Benchley is here. The chair declares a quorum. Good morning. This open meeting of the Sconset Advisory Board is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the virus, we've been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement for the open meeting law to have all meetings in publicly accessible physical location. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order, which you can find posted with the agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting may or may not. This meeting will have public input. For this meeting, the Sconset Advisory Board is meeting by video conference via the Zoom app as posted to the town's website. Please note this meeting is being recorded and all attendees are participating by video conference. Please be aware that other folks may be able to see you and to take care not to screen share your computer. Anything you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials have been provided. Members of this body are available on the town's website unless otherwise noted. Public is encouraged to follow along. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules. I'll introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each to provide comments, questions, or motions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to take a breath and to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and state your name before speaking. Members wish to engage in a conversation with other members, please do so through the chair and taking care to identify yourself. After members have spoken, the chair will afford public comment on those members to those members of the public that have joined the meeting via Zoom. Members of the public who wish to speak must state their names and be acknowledged by the chair. Each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. Thank you very much. And with that, I'll take a motion for the adoption of the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Thank you, Angus. All those in favor, let's see, Clement Durkees?
Yes.
Rob is a yes, and Angus, sorry.
Yes.
That's a yes. Thank you. Moving right along to old business. Paul Gray, 9 Coffin Street, Nob Hovde's former house. And these look mostly like window changes.
Yes, you all did you reviewed this previously, and HDC took your comments into consideration. As you can see here, we're talking about the 6/1 windows. So it looks like looking at these, that's what was done. So this keeping the 6/1s. I'm going to go down the bottom page. I think the bottom 2 pages are better because it shows the existing, previously proposed, and current proposed. If it's going to come in. Sorry about that.
Mine's taking its time too.
Okay, so it's not just my computer.
No. Oh yeah, there we are. Page 19 of 20.
Yeah, that's a good page because it shows the existing, the previous, and the proposed.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this again.
Well, I appreciate them going back to the 6/1s, or having the 6/1s as opposed to the 2/2s. So looks good to me.
Yeah, thank you, Angus. Clement, any thoughts?
Well, no, I saw it yesterday and I thought those 6/1s look good too. It gives a little bungalow look. I liked it.
Yeah, thank you. This is Rob. I like it too, and it just hit me that those 6/1s are in the smaller masses, and that's kind of a nice detail.
Mm.
I think I'll do that the next time.
Well, it's like a little sun porch. It's nice.
Yeah. So I guess Holly, we all of us are in favor of the changes, and we find them definitely positive and in keeping.
Good deal. I don't know why it wasn't liking those big pages. And I note that the south and the east are the ones with the existing 6/1s. So, all right. So no concerns.
No concerns.
Perfect. All right. Now it comes in. You all can see these, right? Now?
I can't. I can see him at home.
I saw him. I saw him before.
Oh, it's funny how that works. Okay.
Maybe if I close mine, you can open yours, Holly. How about that?
My computer was so stubborn today.
Would you all, with having no concerns, Mr. Chair, would you all be comfortable with this something to be able to put on consent, or if that was something that we could do, or no? I don't like to put everything on consent, even if you don't have concerns, especially with a historic structure. Sometimes
Right.
there's things that the commission, want to talk about. So, but I can always brief them and say, based on these revisions, Sconset Advisory has no concerns on their proposed, but they may. So we'll do it that way.
Okay.
Because I get asked if there's something to put on consent, and I rarely put something on consent.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
I'll turn the meeting over to Holly on the other business, if that's
Yes.
appropriate.
So as you all are aware, our design guidelines, we received that revised ones this week. And wanted to share with you, first of all, please take a look at them. They're actually on the website now per our public outreach coordinator, Florencia. Here, hold on. And I wanted to share that HDC, Historical Commission, Historic Structures, and Sconset Advisory Board members are all listed in the acknowledgements of this important document. So props to you all for providing input you had, and that's been taken into consideration. And these revised design guidelines are up on website for review. So wanted to let you all know that.
So they're on the government website. Just what's the easiest way for me to get there?
If you go,
You just muted.
Sorry, too many buttons. If you go to the town's website, you can actually type into their search resilient AC, and that will take you to our coastal resiliency. There's a few ways to get to it. You're welcome, and you'll see it right on the top.
I have to go middle midget. I have to know exactly where to go.
No, not a problem.
Thank you.
You could also go to our AC local right on the town's page.
Yeah.
You'll see AC local. You can click on that, and then you'll see resiliency planning, and then there's a resiliency planning page that has the coastal resiliency plan page, the hazard mitigation, and then resilient Nantucket's on there as well. There's a few ways to get to it, but Florencia put it up on the website for us this morning.
Great.
For everybody to take a look at, and yeah, really really excited. We're getting down to the wire on these important documents.
Thanks, Holly. I have a question about any suggestions for revisions. I haven't looked at the latest version, but what is the deadline for revisions?
Well, he's really looking for comments, sooner rather than later. I didn't get a specific date, but within a couple weeks would be good.
Great, thanks.
Yep.
Great.
And then
Yeah, Holly,
I
thank you for leading this whole thing. It's been quite extraordinary path
Thank
you've
you.
taken everybody on, and I'm confident that it's a good one.
Thank you. The state of Massachusetts, or the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, is really looking at Nantucket as a leader in this effort. So we're very excited to get this action grant to move forward with this. And we look
Yeah.
forward to being able to, because that's a whole part of that grant, is seeing how it can be replicated in other coastal communities. So of course we're excited that the state looks at it the way they do. And we're looking forward to also applying for other state grants when we can. So it's a great program that the state is putting on. It really and truly is with resiliency. So thank you.
Nice. On the next item, I had a short email from Caroline, and she said that it seems to be that the Marconi Station sign is up in good order, and I think she's quite satisfied with the way that it's come out, and she hopes we do too. She suggested that we just ask or keep an eye on them, making sure that it's still visible with the vegetation around it. So
So it's up.
I guess it's up, and
Excellent.
we want to just keep the sign visible from the street. I guess there's a shrubbery or a oak tree or something near it.
I think there are bushes planted around it.
Yeah.
In front of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Great to hear. That's awesome.
Okay. Any other thoughts or comment? Otherwise, I'll take a motion to approve the comments we've made on this application.
So moved.
Thank you. All those in favor, Clement,
Aye.
Angus,
Aye.
thank you. Rob is an aye. Thank you, Holly, and I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you,
Second.
Clement. Thank you. Second, okay. All those in favor, Clement,
Aye.
Angus,
Aye.
and Rob agrees, and I trust Holly will too.
Absolutely.
Okay,